We're talking about Knowledge of the Future in movies, YouTube channel, Easter Egg Psychic. The 1960 science fiction film Beyond the Time Barrier. This cast included Robert Clarke, Darlene Tompkins, Arianne Arden, Vladimir Sokoloff, Stephen Bekassy, and John Van Dreelen. In this, U.S. Air Force test pilot Major Bill Allison flies a new experimental aircraft, the X-80. The aircraft shown apparently is capable of single stage to orbit space travel. So he flies up and something unknown happens, and when he lands back at his airbase, he finds it in disrepair, vacated, and in a total shambles. He later finds out that he's traveled in time from 1960 to the future year of 2024. After looking at this movie, I believe that there may be some hints to key events that would take place in the year that I'm recording this. It's July 19th, 2024. So this past weekend was the failed assassination attempt on United States President Donald Trump. He survived this and is apparently doing okay. Last night, he gave a 90-minute speech at the Republican National Convention. Alright, so I'll mention some observations, clues to the Trump shooting 64 years following the release of this movie. The location of the rally where shots were fired at President Trump, near the city of Butler, Pennsylvania. Now, in Beyond the Time Barrier, you will note the presence of actress Darlene Tompkins. Following this film, she was in Blue Hawaii in 1961 with rock musician Elvis Presley. Joan Blackman, Angela Lansbury, and Jenny Maxwell were also in this. I found it interesting that actor Austin Butler played Elvis in the 2022 movie directed by Baz Luhrmann. Tom Hanks was also in this. Another thing you'll notice in Beyond the Time Barrier, the Future Society employs servants, food servers, or what you might describe as butlers, and they're shown several times in this. At this point, on July 19th, it's been noted that a critical lapse in security around the Trump rally led to the gunman being able to get into a position to fire shots at the former president. There's conflicting information on how the shooter got on the rooftop of the building. Now, throughout Beyond the Time Barrier, you will see a ladder shown again and again, even in scenes where it doesn't make sense that there should be one there. When Allison lands the plane at the deserted airbase, you'll note that he has to descend from the cockpit without a ladder. And then shortly thereafter, you can see a ladder going up the side of a structure with the air traffic control tower. And then later he's captured by the inhabitants of the Future Society, and they have him imprisoned in a glass dome cloche. This raises up, and then behind him you can see there's a ladder just a little taller than the pilot. You'll see the guards of the Future Society still use rifles that look contemporary to the 1960s period. And there's also a scene in this movie where a set of crosshairs zeroes in on the pilot character. Alright, so Beyond the Time Barrier. This is set in a fictional future world of 2024. There may be some other interesting things that are taking place this year in the real world that you might see hints to in this. There are 5 months remaining in this year. My YouTube channel is Easter Egg Psychic. There I go back, I look at movies and television from the past. I analyze these for possible references to future media. These may appear in the form of anecdotes, idioms, anagrams, hidden in the subtext of the work in question. I also use an unconventional method where I look at the likenesses of the actors. And what I found is you can take the likenesses Match these up to some of the anecdotal items and show past, present, and future information about actors and other personalities who may resemble the personalities in the movie or television episode that you're watching. My email contact is eastereggguy, that's Guy, at yahoo.com. Thanks for watching.